All right, let's move on to another team coming off a bye that I find very, very appealing. And the market is moving that way. It feels like I need to jump on right now. And I haven't said this all year, but I'm saying it now. I find the Oakland Raiders very appealing against Green Bay right now. Raiders at Packers. Packers opening up at 6.5 now, 6.5 and 6s. This total opened up at 46.5. Now we see a 47 and a 47.5, although you can still get a 46.5. Raiders coming off the bye, and I just feel like they can handle the Packers here. The Green Bay defense has been good, but this offense, very pedestrian. And we don't even know if Devontae Adams is going to return. I mean, there were just so many missed plays by receivers by the Packers last night. Oakland has hung tough. In all their games this year, they've hung tough. Josh Jacobs has been very good. This defense, without Burfict, has been pretty good. I think the Raiders plus the points here, Donnie RightSide. Raiders-Packers, how do you see this?
Yeah, it's a pretty good look by you, Jimmy, because I'm really impressed. I mean, this is the whole part of the season where we thought, like, we're going to get such a good laugh out of the Raiders, and they're never going to play another home game. They're going to get waxed everywhere they go. They have no shot. They give up a home game overseas to play the Bears and get killed in that game. And look at the Oakland Raiders coming back to life here out in the AFC West. But you know what I like even more in this game, Jimmy, when you're trying to take a look at some matchups that might work? Oakland's defense still isn't very good. You're going against an elite-level quarterback that it seems like no matter who is at wide receiver, injuries, non-injuries, players available, they move the football regardless because Aaron Rodgers is that good. He turns average running backs to decent running backs into great running backs because you always have to worry about Aaron Rodgers pulling the football and obviously throwing the ball deep over your head or making play-action calls. They always are in the right formation. So if you're taking a look at an Oakland Raiders defense that should be able to struggle in this game, the one thing that you're getting from the Raiders, which I really like, is, you know, when they headed even overseas, like, hey man, they're down a couple wide receivers. There's no way they're going to be able to. They moved the football against the Chicago Bears on turf. That was impressive. They're going to be able to move the football against the Green Bay Packers in this game. If we're taking a look at SBRodds.com, what do we have, Jimmy? 46.5, 47 range. I think we're going to get some points in this football game. I really like the total in this one.
So does Tom Marino. He says, I'd lean over. Raiders offensive line playing well, but the defense has holes. Rodgers has been better at home. Rodgers has been better at home. I like this spot for the Raiders. Bogey 34, Raiders 14 days rest. Packers played Monday Night Football. Robert Weimer, too many points for Green Bay. Oakland can use the O-line to beat on the defense, keep Rodgers off the field. Green Bay has hurt receivers as well. I agree on this very, very, very much. Hank Moody said, I put 625 on Niners, Bills, money line for 185. I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, those teams are likely to win, but you just had such a great night, and last night, Hank, and I just don't promote taking all that money and putting it on two huge favorites. It's not really something that I would. I would feel irresponsible promoting that look. I'd say keep doing exactly what you're doing. What won for you yesterday was studying, finding spots, and taking advantage of them at the minus 110 that we're all working within. I would do that, and I would not put it all on those two parlays, on that parlay. But you're rolling, you're hot, trust your instincts. Okay, let's keep rolling right now. The Raiders seem like a bet on for me in this spot, Donnie, and you're liking the over and not so much the side, although you agree with the look, not enough to make a move on it?
No, I do agree with the look because, again, we're getting back to that same thing, rest and red. You know John Gruden's going to have a nice scheme going forward, and Carr's been having a nice season so far. This team is run blocking extremely well. Young running back that he was banged up a couple weeks ago, performed well overseas, gets another 2 weeks off. I think we're going to get a good offensive output from the Oakland Raiders. It always gets back to the point, though. I mean, we're under a touchdown. So do I think the Oakland Raiders can win this football game? I think that'll be a little bit tough. So that's enough to sway me away if I'm getting maybe 7 or 7.5 in that range for the Oakland Raiders. But I do think they're going to be schemed well. I think we'll get some points. I think, you see the defense last night, which I do like the Detroit Lions defense. That's not the same defense with the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders a little bit softer over there, so I think Aaron Rodgers should be able to move it up and down the field on them.
Very, 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 very interesting. My pleasure, Hank. Man, I want your pockets to grow very, very badly. So this is what we do. We work together as a team.